children. So in this video we'll be looking at the difference between metallic oxide and non-metallic oxide. So we know that, going by the definition, metals are those elements which have a tendency to donate electrons in order to form electropositive ions, and non-metals, they have a tendency to gain electrons in order to form electronegative ions. So how can we show that? It is always mechanically told to you that metallic oxides are basic oxides and non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides. So practically, how can we show that metallic oxides are basic oxides, they are basic in nature, and non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides, they are acidic in nature? So for that we will be taking magnesium ribbon. Now when you will take magnesium ribbon, generally you find that magnesium ribbon has a grey color coating over it. The reason is that magnesium is a relatively reactive metal. So what will happen is that if kept in open, this magnesium reacts with oxygen and it forms a layer of magnesium oxide. So before we begin this experiment, we will take sandpaper, and with sandpaper we will rub this magnesium ribbon so that we can remove the layer of magnesium oxide. So as we do it, so you get to see that magnesium is actually a silver color metal. So we take a piece of magnesium ribbon and we fix it to a holder. This is a Bunsen burner. So we will hold the magnesium ribbon over fire. When we burn magnesium ribbon, it burns with a dazzling flame. So we should not look at the flame directly, otherwise there will be blurriness in your vision for a moment. So better avoid watching the direct burning of magnesium ribbon. So as it finishes burning, we will take the leftover compound which will be formed on a watch glass. So now that magnesium ribbon has finished burning, you find that it gets converted into a white ash-like substance. We'll take it over watch glass. This is magnesium oxide, because burning of magnesium means magnesium is reacting with oxygen and it has formed magnesium oxide, MgO. Now, so this is a metallic oxide. Similarly, we'll try to make non-metallic oxide. Now the problem of non-metallic oxide is that most of the non-metallic oxides are gaseous oxides. They are in a gaseous state. So you have to trap that gas. So we will take a gas jar. A gas jar is nothing but a cylinder with a cap over it. And inside this, we will allow the burning of the non-metal to take place so that the gas can be trapped in this jar. So for that we take a spoon. We bend it slightly so that we can place it in the jar, and we are taking sulfur. So sulfur is yellow color powdery substance, and the smell of sulfur is just like the smell you get in crackers, because sulfur is used in crackers, making of crackers. बेसन जैसा होता है देखने में, वैसा ही होता है. So we take little amount of sulfur on the spoon and we hold it over the flame, and you find that the sulfur is burning with a bluish flame. So we'll put it into this jar and we cover it with a gas jar. So the burning is going on and we will hold the cap. We'll try to avoid the escape of the gas inside it. So more or less you can see we have got enough amount of gas inside. So sulfur, when it burns, it will react with oxygen to give two types of oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So here we have got non-metallic oxide, here it was metallic oxide. Now we have to test it that this is basic and this is acidic. How we do so? We have to do it with litmus test. So we'll take few drops of water here. Magnesium oxide generally doesn't dissolve in water, it will form a suspension. So we have mixed magnesium oxide with water, and now we will take a red litmus paper and a blue litmus paper, and we dip both the paper in this solution. So what do we find? The change is quite instant. The blue litmus paper remains blue, which shows that it is not acidic. If it would have been acidic, the blue litmus paper would have become red in color. But the red litmus paper, if you can see, it has turned into a bluish color. So it shows that red litmus paper turning into blue, that means this solution is a basic solution. Why so? Because the ash-like substance was magnesium oxide. When we put water, magnesium oxide reacted with water to form magnesium hydroxide, MgOH whole thing 2, and that is a base, and this proves that metallic oxides are basic oxides. Coming to non-metallic oxide, so we have the gases, the oxides of sulfur here. We'll open it slightly and put in little amount of water here. And we shake the jar so that the oxides of sulfur, it gets dissolved in this water. Again we take two litmus paper, one a red litmus paper, and put it into the solution, and another one we take a blue litmus paper and put it into the solution, and instantly you will see that the red litmus paper remained red, thereby showing that if red would have turned into blue, it would have shown that it is a basic solution. But since red is not changing color, that means it is not basic. But the blue litmus paper which we had put in, so you find that the blue litmus paper has turned into red litmus, thereby showing that this particular solution was acidic in nature, because the gases were sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. When they reacted with water, they formed respective acid, sulfurous acid H2SO3 and sulfuric acid H2SO4 in very dilute nature, and therefore the blue litmus paper turned into red color. This shows that non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides. So this is how with experiment we can show that metallic oxides are basic oxides and non-metallic oxides are acidic oxides. Thank you.